Timothy Grube with timothygrube.com. And as usual, it's a little bit late. So we're going to try to be quiet, but we'll see how long that lasts for. But I just wanted to basically go live again because you guys have been so supportive and so much fun. And also, like, we have been getting so much done. So, because of you guys, our channel is now at over 60,000 views and also 96 subscribers. So, we're about 100 subscribers. But I had to put on my goggles today because I want to see more clearly and also show you guys a little bit on what I've been working on. So, not to spoil the fun right away, but just see I've been making keyring rubber duckies with my little initials attached to them. I have been using specific jewelry pliers, keyring making kit, this nifty epoxy right here, and some other goodies, and have been making fun little cute, adorable keychains that I know everybody in Oregon and their friends are gonna love. So I was giving away some, and also too, I might give away some to some of you if you give me contact information. But you can also get these on my website at timothygroup.com. So I was planning on making some more and kind of showing you guys. But first, I need to get like a a cell phone holder so I can hold the phone, and you guys can watch while I'm working. So there's that. But then also, I was attempting to don't look at that. I was attempting to do my initials, but as you can see, it didn't turn out very well. So, sometimes stuff happens. But, this is why I'm showing you guys early, showing you all the mistakes. So that way, hopefully, there's less for you guys to make. Forgive the goggles, but frankly, I started using these when I was with Starlink and SpaceX, and they really helped me see some of the small print stuff. But for you guys, though, I wanted to start putting a couple together, but my sleepy head, as you can tell, it's late in the evening. Um, I get back to the house past 11. Like, I get off work at 10:30, 11. I get to the house 11:15, 11:30, sometimes a little bit later. And I haven't even gotten supper in yet. But I was making a quick post that you guys can see right before. I thought it would be fun to show you guys when I'm working at work and the things I do to see. But also, that way we can make some fine products and unique gifts, such as all of our keychains. So, but before we get started on making more of these, let's get some supper and let's feed Deja, because Deja, she says she's hungry. So she was mad at me because I was able to lasso a flea collar on her, but she doesn't. She's really wild, and so getting drops on her or anything is not practical. And so, but yeah, these things though they're great. I use them not as often as I'd like, but when I'm doing cricket or I'm doing small tasks or small item tasks that are hard to see, I like to use those. So it's only going to be in the 30s, but because it's been in the 30s, I've had to bring in a couple of my plants. So my tropical plants are starting to needed to be brought into side for the winter. But anyways, let's get Deja. She wants to get fed. We're gonna feed her, and we're just gonna be talking a little bit. So I started doing YouTube Live a couple of months ago, and I wanted to do Deja will get ready with you. I first like doing live, and you guys normally, keyword normally, come up with some really good questions. We usually have some really good guests on the live chat. But every so often you get trolley trolls, but they live under the bridge and they stay there. But honest 99.9%, you guys are amazing, fantastic, very energetic and engaging and fun. Plus you give me a lot of good ideas. So, but I know sometimes too, like when I'm washing dishes or just doing things around the house, um, I just have random things come up in my head. And sometimes I like to share them because although I have a friend in town, it's really just Deja and I, me and my pet Deja. And building a brand, um, requires a little bit of soundboard, a little bit of back and forth. And then also, it's practicing. And then too, I know, like, sometimes when I'm washing dishes or sometimes when I'm, doing chores, I like to, watch reels or watch videos of, people cleaning or people doing things. But I was excited about doing those keychains. Kevin, hi, how you doing? And is that Wesley? Wesley, hi, what's up? Good to see you guys. So we're just feeding my cat Deja right now, only because we're doing a couple of things before we get started, and I show everybody those keychains that I've been making that are part of the Timmy brand. I have some rubber duck keychains that I'm making. How's my day going? Or night? Yeah, I know, right? It's going very well, thank you. What about you guys? So I'm subbed, huh? But oh, it's good. Yeah, yeah. I've had a pretty good day too. But see, I was doing my night job. My night job, I'm like basically the lunch lady. I'm also let me know too if I'm too quiet or if you guys can't hear me. I'm keeping my voice down because we have neighbors and low walls and it's past midnight, as some of you may know. But I do a job from 2:30 to 10. No, from 2 to 10:30. So I'm running around from like basically noon to past midnight. And then after midnight right now, oh, where's the cat food? There we go. After midnight right now, um, oh, I appreciate that, Kevin. Nice to know. I know I'm excited. It's my first year doing YouTube and also frankly doing it when I'm 40. And I'm getting 100 subscribers. And it's thanks to all of you. And partly why I do the YouTube, so that way you guys get to know me and the channel a little bit better too. And also too, don't forget Deja. There's Deja. Say hi, Deja. What up, fool? She says hi. So, oh, I know, right? Don't let her fool you though. She's wild. But anywho, yeah. I was working. I helped feed the students at the diner at the university. And then I come here and work on my actual job. Before I had that job, I came to Oregon to get my brand like publicly. Oh, I forgot we gotta feed the cat. Um, Sometimes too, I like talking with you guys because it helps keep me on track. So otherwise, I start bouncing all over the place. But we're gonna give Deja her dinner. We might see if I'm gonna get any dinner. I still haven't gotten dinner either, but we're gonna work on that. Hopefully you guys ate dinner already. So Let's go, Deja. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fee She says, Fee where's my dinner? Where's my dinner? She wants her dinner. And so we're gonna get her taken care of. And then my neighbors, they're sleeping. Oh, since we're here though, I want to show you guys something I've been working on. This right here, this is an LED screen that really lights up really cool. I'll show you guys if you really want me to connect it. But I gotta connect it first. And then I'm gonna be doing some tea. But this is overall my candy cart that I built and I'm putting together. Wesley, you're out of here. Good to see you, but bye bye. And yeah, Oregon. Oh, I know it's late, but yeah, you guys feel free to go to bed. So, and then that's my Ninja Turtle collection. I show you guys every time. Some fun Ninja Turtles. But anyways, I work on the brand. I came out here to um start doing the pop-ups and those kind of things. And then when I feed the cat, I like to show you guys. But once more, in case you guys are tuned in and you haven't seen it yet, we have some key rings, rubber ducky key rings. I made these myself. And I know my friends have told me it's a great idea, but they say the key rings fall apart. So I've been using special epoxy glue to hold them together. And I've been giving away some and doing a test run for them for getting them ready to sell. So kind of neat. So I want to work on this a little bit later. And also too, I'm hoping that we can have it stand so that way I can show you guys. Kind of fun. That's my little bobblehead right there. So, and I got me like a 1960s lamp. Freaking love it. Love it. I know, freaking little bit of clutter, a little bit of randomness, but you know, it's part of the creative madness, right? The brilliance or what have you. Not to say that any of us are well, not to say I'm brilliant or anything, but let's just say, you know, I'm working with what I got to build a brand and build a business, and that's what we're doing. Most of my other, actually, you know what, you guys might like, but I don't show it very often because I'm not entirely sure why. But I'm gonna show you guys some of my tea selection because normally I take them to the market, but since you guys aren't at the market, these are some of my teas I do. This is called Butterfly Breeze, and it's Timmy's famous because I was making loose leaf tea, and just by chance, the people at the market were asking for some of my chamomile lavender. So this is my chamomile lavender, but making it, and I kept on selling out of it pretty fast. So it took me a couple weeks to resupply on this one for a pure herbal caffeine alternative. And I started saying it was famous because people were asking for it. But my signature is teas for Timmy. These are all made here in Eugene, here in Oregon. My QR code goes to my website, which people can order at any time. I have the ingredient listings. I have my website in case people just want to type it in. And it is chamomile, lavender, rosebuds, hibiscus, or what is that? Blue cornflower, that's what it is. And blue cornflower petals, and handcrafted and packaged here in Eugene. And I got some brewing instructions. But the chamomile is very popular. People like it. Butterfly. For some reason, the live disconnected. So sorry about that, everybody. But anyways, What became really popular at the market was doing my loose leaf tea. So if you guys ever have questions about loose leaf tea, I am the guy to talk to. So this one right here is a green tea with butterfly pea flowers and citrus chamomile. So I use a specific type of chamomile to basically have for good flavoring. I add a little bit of spearmint, rose hips, and lavender and hibiscus. So this is my first, what is that, like 7 ingredients or whatever. But this is my first like complex botanical and herbal loose leaf green tea blend. Let's see what else we have. I was kind of fiddling with these, but I wanted to show you guys some of my teas because I have a couple of apple cinnamons left. I actually was taking the dried apples and dehydrating them for a little bit and then baking them into the oven and blending them in with the tea. Um, I don't think this one has yeah, this one has cinnamon too. So, oh, is that yeah, just kidding. No, this is loose leaf tea, so this is the green tea right here. But it's all good. Um, I'm sure some channels would show that, but it might have to be age restricted. You know how YouTube is and all that. I have an apricot green tea. Same idea too. It was dried apricots that I dehydrated and then baked, blended into green tea. I want to see if I have Bigfoot's Brit. Bigfoot's one of my proudest ones. Also, I do freeze dried candy, 250 per ounce. So you really can't beat the price either. And also too, I heat seal them. I label them. I put a QR code on the back of them. So kind of fun, kind of fun. This was my original packaging for my teas. Oolong is a high price, high quality tea. But my stamps though were smearing, as you can see right here. So it's not very practical to use. But I still sell these for $5, even though they sell for, or they're about an ounce in weight. And each of my loose leaf tea are also an ounce in weight as well. Um, Bloodline, I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm sorry to hear that, but that one we're gonna leave in the comments because we're making sure that we're all ages here. But best of luck though. Feel better on that. This is a Oregon Trail tea right here. When I was thinking about this one, here's something to help. But oh, you don't drink tea? It's okay. Um, Tea, as I say, it's not everyone's cup of tea, right? So if you don't love tea, that's okay. And then also too, I try to come up with some unique signatures and blends that people who normally may not like tea, and also the loose leaf tea too. It's generally better quality. It's usually a better part of the leaf. Usually, I do have actually like bag tea as well. Somewhere I have bag tea, but the loose leaf tea is better quality and usually like a better taste and a better fragrance. So people prefer it. And then also like you kind of make your own. But I recommend if you're not really big on tea, there's a few things you guys can do. You can sweeten it with a little bit of sugar. Out here, Oregon's very not a lot of the demographics are used to drinking tea. So I do a little bit of sugar, pure sugar for them, and I mix it into the tea, and they take to it really well. So I do have some bag teas. I forget. I think this is chamomile, but it will say somewhere, I'm sure. But the bag tea though, um, I don't have it like packaged or labeled how I want it yet. So I'm still working on loose leaf tea. Also, too, some people they're worried about microplastics. They're worried about, other concerns. But if you're worried about microplastics, you gotta like go live like in the forest, like in a cave or something, because microplastics are everywhere. That's just unfortunate. So, but anywho, yeah, it's okay because as I say, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Also, let me know too, like I said, if my voice isn't so loud for you guys. Um, and so maybe I'll get some dinner going soon. But I got about 30 pounds of tea right here that freaking I do all my blends and all of my signature blends. Oh, and then also too, if you don't do tea, I also got candy. So a lot of people do candy, right? 250, not too bad. But I started doing these too. Um, so even though the idea is essentially like warm, cozy gifts, loose leaf tea, and like fun holiday socks, which are coming. We got Christmas socks. Stay tuned because I'm excited about showing you guys some Christmas socks. I also do Mary Jane candy as well. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. But don't worry, it's pure sugar. I think it's like molasses caramel. They're candies from like the 1800s. But same, I'm still working on packaging for that. And just because we're doing show and tell, when don't I do show and tell? But also I do heart shaped pins. I want to put my actual like brand on it, like Timmy, on it. But right now I'm just selling them as blanks. But they're very pretty, and also too, they're great gift ideas and only $2 on my website. So you guys really can't go wrong. I like to give people the vendor experience without the vendor prices. And then also, um, being my first year, I also am like trying to learn good price points and stuff like that. But I want it to be fair. And also like when I go to like vendors, um, a lot of them are overpriced and I get it because you're paying for their expertise, their fine craftsmanship or what have you. But a lot of it's overpriced. This is a packaging idea that I'm working on. $2 for a sample of chamomile teas that are already pre-bagged. And then also I've seen some tea places that sell baggies, like baggies. They go with their loose leaf tea. And so um yeah, I also have a Pacific Northwest tea, but I got to make a new blend of it. Kind of fun too, although I don't have this one. Uh, can I get it out of the? Can I get it out of the cup? Oh my goodness, it's stuck in the cup. Is I want to show you guys. You can use these infusers right here. This is a heart shaped infuser. I've been selling them for $2, but I might raise the price to 3, but we'll see. But the idea is that you put a spoon full of tea inside of one of these, and then you pour hot water over it. And like I said, if you're new to tea or you want to, experiment with it, try different flavors. Try green tea, try herbal tea, try black tea. Try it with a little bit of sugar. So I was wanting to kind of build some key rings with you guys on my little table here. Start putting these together, but it's been kind of running a little bit late. So maybe we'll do that next time. But definitely though, being winter and how cold it is, I haven't been um going to the market as frequently, and also too I haven't been posting as often. So I thought that these lives can get, a little bit of, question and answer. So it says question and answer, simple pleasure. Okay. But what's my best joke? I wish I had one. Let me think. What about the two peanuts are walking down the street? One is assaulted. I like that one. Um, what about you? What's your best joke? Carter. Yeah. So have fun. Also, what is it? What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waves. And so that's not more of a joke, but it's all right. Um, yeah, I like the peanuts though. They're a lot of fun. So I got to get to know these dad jokes, right? That way, I'm very prepared for when I start dating and I start having kids. Have all the dad jokes, right? So, but oh shoot, flying butter. Don't know why. It just flew out of the fridge. My fridge ain't even that full either. I might though go picking at dinner, and then I might picking at those making new key rings. But I'm selling the key rings right now for 250, two for $5 on the website. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm purposely adding extra epoxy and purposely working on trying to have them be good quality. So that way they can be. Where's another good one? This is a Halloween one. Whoops, where'd it go? This is a Halloween one that I have that I'm gonna probably do something with. Then we got like a little soccer ball one, but the rubber ducks because the university here is home of the ducks. It's freaking great. I also got like the little pink owl. A lot of fun, really cool. I put my signature on its behind because where else are you going to put it, right? I did put a couple on the bottom, but I like it right there. And then too, I do my own signature. And so even though it's a rubber ducky, I was inspired by Calvin Klein doing the CK, and I was like, CK looks great, but TG looks even better. And then also, I have socks. Let me see if I have socks that I can show you guys because I don't know if you guys are big into socks. That's actually what started my brand. And so let's say this. I haven't been selling Timmy the brand socks, but what I've been doing is selling fun and cozy, warm, like socks that usually are pop culture inspired, or something kind of fun to seed and reinvest into making my own. So, a little bit. This is what happens. I start going on a rant, but it's all right because you guys are hanging in there with me. But you see right here, I'm doing my own signature blend, but it's not very good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but you get the idea. So I'm trying different things. So that way I can have my own. Why does Scarecrow want? Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Oh, I think I've heard that, but I forget. But tell me though, because I know it's. What was it? He was the best in his field, I think, or something like that. How's it go? He was outstanding in his field. I think that's it. Because he was outstanding in his field. Awesome. That's a fun one. It's fun. My coworkers have told me that. Oh, this isn't my holiday sock pile, but these are some of my socks that I sell that I bring to market. So when I go to market, these socks come with me. So I do patriotic socks because in America, and then also too, is sure we had the 4th of July, but I think because, America, we're all year, people might like them for different holidays or, different times. But then I have fruit shaped socks for the ladies, and guys, we don't segregate around here. Anything, anybody can wear 'em. We're completely unigender and unisex in our socks. But then also too, I have these ones. Most of my socks are about $5 a pair, unless there's an exception. So one of the exceptions are these right here. Actually, believe it or not, I do $5 for two pairs, and the reason why is because they're a little bit thinner. So as you can see, they're more like thin, like dress socks, and I want to make sure people get a good value, even if they're buying from an independent brand. It's hard for people to want to open up their pocketbook, especially post COVID. So I got to kind of work with what I got. These are Pac-Man socks. So I have a lot of fun too. These go for $5. Not too bad. And then too, if you guys ever see anything that's not not on my website, just ask or say, hey, I saw this on your live, or I saw this, and I'll make sure to dig it up. But part of the reason is because normally I only have like a few variety of these, like one, two, three, maybe type, and selling them at the market, they're more visually appealing. Or also, what I do is I do these. I think they're in the other room, but I do these mysterious mystery gift boxes, and they usually have like a pair of socks and something in there. But I originally got started doing Christmas socks, and although mm, take it as how you wish, I visit my loved ones, my friends and family on holiday break, and they buy socks off me. Not to show up to your relative's house or your friends and be like, buy my socks. But what I do is I say, hey, I'm in the business. This is what I'm doing. You want to support $5. It works. And then, frankly, depending if they're, oh, we're going to have to go soon. My battery's dying. Usually for the holidays, I'll usually try to give some away or something like that. So if you guys don't know yet, because you haven't been watching the channel yet, we're actually giving away 100 pairs of socks. So, and it's all coming out of my pocket, but it's because I like to give, and it's the holidays. And in essence, I want you guys to feel like when you're purchasing from Timmy the brand, that you're also purchasing a little bit of hope and, cozy, warm, for someone else as well. Due to the fact is that, we give so much around here and we're so money positive. As I tell people, what comes is what goes, right? So you wanna be a good steward, be a good steward of the brand, what we call money, and your company. But my phone's gonna go, and I gotta get some dinner in, and I gotta get back to these keychains. But you guys have a great night. As always, great time with you guys. I'm gonna, even if you guys just want to listen to me do live, also we gonna do Fallout Live. But tell me if you know, let me know if you know how to do the Fallout. Well, when we play Fallout, when I do YouTube Live, I think I need to hook it up to the computer. But let me know on that. By the way, Carter, I like your scarecrow joke. It's a good one. You guys have a great night. See you next time, and stay warm